Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. I know y'all seen Vivica Fox with that new BBL. A lot of people don't like it, but 50 Cent been trying to check on it ever since she got it done. The rumor is they recently got back together and things got out of hand. Now mind y'all, she's 60-something years old with a BBL, so she was looking for somebody to put that pressure. And allegedly 50 Cent put too much pressure on her taco and turned her booty into ground beef. They said she screamed so loud when her BBL exploded. I need to remind y'all once again, these are all rumors, allegations, and speculations. Y'all need to look at this.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, Vivica's decision to get her body done caught a lot of people by surprise. Now, I know that it's her body and she has the right to do whatever she wants because she's a grown woman.
Yeah.
But she has always been fine and her body has always been tea. So I think that's what made it even more unexpected. But to be fair, there have been people talking about her body these past couple of years, which makes no sense. There have been a couple of comments about how she looks different from her heyday, talking about how she doesn't look the same as when she did in earlier movies, especially Kill Bill, which was released way back in 2023, y'all, over 20 years ago. So comments like this just don't make sense because a woman's body is always changing. She did Kill Bill when she was in her mid-30s and now she's almost 61, so of course her body don't look the same. But like I said, her body is still some kind of tea and she looked good for her age. But to imagine how shocked we were when she launched her newly done body a couple of weeks ago at a meet and greet in Houston to promote her hair brand. Now, as you can expect, this sent the internet into a spin because you typically don't see women in their 60s getting BBLs or cosmetic surgeries like that, for that matter. I mean, sure, it happens every now and then, do a little nip and tuck, a little facelift, but most people you see getting BBLs are definitely in their 20s or 30s. But of course, fans had a whole lot to say, leaving comments like, I'm all for people doing whatever they want with the body they have, but sis gotta chill. She already looked good enough for her age. She don't need no more surgery. It's so dangerous.
It is very dangerous to be getting them type of surgeries. And when you get old, you got to bend over a lot more than you did when you was younger. You got to pick up that toilet paper. You dropping stuff constantly. Them hands weak. Got arthritis acting up. So the more and more somebody bend over, the more and more they're going to be putting a strain on their behind. 60-something years old with a BBL, before you know it, she going to need somebody to wipe her freshly new behind.
Our elders do not know how to elder. Perpetually 35? Embarrassing.
I ain't never heard that before, but that make a whole lot of sense. Elders not eldering. Go on and get old. Ain't nothing wrong with it except the fact that you getting old. Be proud to be getting old. You don't had your time. All them years of freaking off, they gone. Get somewhere and sit down.
And risky situation for a 60-year-old, don't you think? And to nobody's surprise, it didn't take long for 50 Cent to hop into the chat, commenting, wait, let me see. At first, people thought that he was being shady with that comment, but he followed up with, who said I was spinning the block, man? I ain't gonna lie, that booty was good though, I think. So it seemed like he was trying to be cute with her or maybe a little flirty, and fans were starting to wonder if this meant that he was still having some residual feelings for Vivica and would be willing to give their relationship another shot. But the next thing we knew, he started acting like a typical 50 Cent that we all know and hate. As he began to troll Vivica unprovoked, he started by posting the video of her body where she looked different, and her body didn't look the way it looked on Instagram. It was like he was deliberately trying to set her up to get dragged because he added a picture of her Instagram at the end of the video and it looked obviously photoshopped.
She look like her head about to pop off. She's 60-some years old. I hope her blood pressure all right. The rumor is that booty finally gave out, but I'm surprised her head ain't gave out.
I'm not gonna lie, Vivica looked very different in the video than she did in the pictures that she posted on social media. But then, pretty much every celebrity in their world edits their pictures on social media. From filters to Photoshop, social media is not real. And so 50 Cent knew what he was doing when he posted that picture, because he wanted people to talk about her and not in a good way. But Vivica is not the one you want to play with. And according to an insider, she isn't so surprised that 50 is resorting to petty attacks, because he has always been like that. She finds his comments very vindictive for no reason at all, and has been threatening to cause him a whole lot of trouble if he doesn't back off. And girl, knowing Vivica, I wouldn't be surprised if she makes good on her threat to cause drama, because these two are as chaotic as they come. I mean, they have been broken up for more than 20 years now, but they still somehow manage to find time to throw shade and jabs at each other. If there was one person who knows how to keep that energy with 50, it's Vivica. And these two have gone through a roller coaster of loving each other, then hating and loving and everything in between, from the first time they met at the BET Awards in 2003, when 50 was swept up by her stunning beauty.
You know, I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress too.
She was so fine back then, looked like Vanessa Williams a little bit.
Well, fast forward to 2003 MTV Video Music Awards, and they walked the red carpet hand in hand, letting the world know exactly what was up. No more whispers, no more side-eye speculation. These two were officially a thing. Now let's get into their superstar era. 50 Cent was on fire, dropping Get Rich or Die Trying and racking up a mind-blowing 12 million sales worldwide. Meanwhile, Vivica Fox was that girl in Hollywood, stacking hit after hit with movies like Independence Day, Set It Off, Soul Food, Two Could Play That Game, and Kill Bill. Talk about a duo that had it all. They were basking in the limelight, and Vivica was eating it up, falling for 50 more and more each day. He treated her like a queen, and honestly, there were relationship goals for a very, very short time. 50 seemed just as in love as Vivica was, and he was even planning to propose to her, allegedly.
But for my birthday, he filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which were Casablancas and gardenias.
He's very romantic, and he's like a big teddy bear. And see, I know that side of him, and he's very sweet and very kind and gives the best hugs.
Now let's talk about, he's 10 years younger than you are.
11.
11 years younger than you are.
Damn.
And you've said that energizes you.
Yeah, definitely makes me happy.
She a
Keeps a pep
cougar.
in my step for sure.
Was he in love with you?
Very much. I mean, I think that the reason why it's haunted me for such a long time is I found out later that he wanted to propose to me. So that's why.
Right. Okay. So I'll set the stage. They're in Monte Carlo. 50's got the.
He might be the reason why her BBL exploded, allegedly. Y'all know he went back for that clapback. He been talking about it for a long time. And a lot of men out there talking crazy about Vivica A. Fox, but if they had the opportunity, they would hop up in that thing too. 50, you need to come on and let everybody know what really happened, bro. Did you pop that BBL? You the reason why her ass allegedly exploded? Because they talking about it in the news.
I mean, I think that the reason why it's haunted me for such a long time is I found out later that he wanted to propose to me. So that's why.
Right. Okay. So I'll set the stage. They're in Monte Carlo. 50's got the ring in his pocket.
No. He was going to have a theater because I was excluded in the international tour of Kill Bill.
But what was supposed to be a 12-carat engagement ring turned into a pair of earrings, and all because Vivica made 50 angry, and he changed his mind about the proposal.
Is it true that you turned the 12-carat ring into a pair of earrings?
Yeah.
But let's get into how their love story took a nosedive because y'all, it crumbled fast. It was like a house of cards and the slightest breeze sent the whole thing crashing down. Privacy? Yeah, that was non-existent even back then. These two were under a microscope 24/7 with their every move making headlines. And let's be real a second, for a millisecond, constantly seeing your business splashed across the tabloids is not a recipe for a happy relationship. Oh, but let's talk about that age gap, cause turns out age wasn't just a number. Vivica was in her late 30s while 50 was barely 27. Let's just say his maturity level was pretty much non-existent as well. Then came the real problem. 50 could not keep their relationship out the streets. If there was a mic, a camera, or even just an open window nearby, he was spilling all the tea. And Vivica, she wasn't here for that. Who wants their private moments turned into a reality show? At 27 years old, you'd think he'd have a better grip on that, but clearly discretion was not in his vocabulary. So between the lack of privacy, going public too soon, and 50's loudmouth tendencies, this thing was doomed from the jump. It went into flames real fast, like a firecracker on 4th of July.
Oh man, my love life is great.
Is it like the first time though when Vivica gives you the go-ahead and says you're gonna get naked in your bed? Is it awesome?
Yeah, man, it's exciting.
Are you able to hold out a long time?
No.
Is she loud in bed? Like, does she make a lot of noise? Does she make a lot of noise?
Nah, she don't make a lot of noise.
She doesn't?
That Howard Stern a freak, ain't he? He wanted to know if Vivica A. Fox was loud in bed. He wanted to know how long 50 lasted. Did he take her to the candy shop? Did they do something real freaky in the bed? They need to give us some details, man. Was she stank? That's what I would have asked him.
Is she loud in bed? Like, does she make a lot of noise? Does she make a lot of noise?
Nah, she don't make a lot of noise.
She doesn't?
50 Cent started feeling like his tough guy image was taking a hit, and instead of dealing with it like a grown man, he decided to call it quits with Vivica. But did he sit her down and have an honest conversation? No. Homegirl found out she was single through a radio show. Imagine waking up, turning on the radio, and realizing you've been dumped on air has to be the worst way to be broken up with. But 50 Cent didn't just break up with Vivica, he straight up ghosted her. No call, no text, not even a we need to talk.
But it's all good, you know?
Okay, and I guess he went on his European tour.
Yes.
And at that point, I guess the relationship started to kind of devolve.
Relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me.
Oh. You found out on the radio?
Yeah, my friend called me. I was in Baltimore filming The Salon, and my friend, a stylist whose name is skipping me right now. Oh, my friend Daryl Brown called me and said, yo, your boy's on the radio blasting you. At first I went, who? And he was like, 50 Cent. I was like, Curtis? He was like, yeah, I was telling everybody you guys broke up. And I was like, we did?
Cold-blooded.
Huh. So he never personally said,
Cold-blooded.
It's a wrap.
On the radio, huh?
Yeah, but...
So you know that makeup sex had to be crazy. He done did all that, took her wedding ring back, gave her some earrings instead, done went on the radio, blasted her, been going at her for years. So he seen that BBL, slid over there, got the making up, bought her a real engagement ring. Next thing you know, he wad-a-tatting that thing and bam! That thing exploded and nothing but booty meat was in his face.
That was his way. That was his way. When I look back at it now,
he just up and disappeared like a magician in the end of a trick, leaving her completely shattered.
A trick,
if that
all
wasn't
right.
bad enough, he didn't just leave, he ran his mouth. Instead of keeping it classy and cute, he started spilling all their business for the world to hear. And get this, he had the nerve to claim she was using him for clout.
She dumped you or you dumped her? Be honest.
Okay, I ain't calling no more.
Oh, really?
I have to stop calling.
Really?
Well, what happened?
She told you to stop calling?
Nah, I stopped calling. I feel like her people were taking advantage of the situation as far as her publicist was concerned.
They were using you for publicity. Good for you.
Nah, they couldn't have been using me for publicity because then,
in a way, you're the hottest thing out there.
Yeah, but in the then it would be, then we wouldn't have been together intimately.
At the end of the day go in, and they just couldn't handle all the publicity and the attention that their relationship was getting.
the main thing that what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast.
It was like a huge learning lesson for me. You know, it was the first time that I went public with the relationship that I should have maybe taken the time to get to know him.
With 50 Cent?
Yes, Curtis.
But y'all know how I said Vivica was not the one to play with? Well, she wasn't about to let 50 Cent come run her name through the mud without a fight. She had zero time for his nonsense and was not about to let him score cheap points by making her look like some clout chaser. So what did she do? She clapped back, and she clapped back hard. She wasn't about to sit quietly while he spread lies like he was on a press tour. No ma'am. She made it crystal clear that she was never using him for publicity, and she sure as hell wasn't about to let him tarnish her name just to boost his own.
That's right.
If 50 thought he could play with her, he had another thing coming.
Anyway, the relationship didn't work out, but the press lasted a lot longer than the relationship did. So, I mean,
Why do you think the press does that? Why do they like vilify the woman? Because when I read that stuff, I was like, it's so ridiculous.
No, it wasn't the press. It was him.
Oh.
No, it was him. He was like, she's exploiting me. She's trying to use me for, you know, to get publicity, and which was so not true. I was about to be in a film with, you know, Oscar-winning actors, and I've been acting for years. But, you know, I just considered that ghetto love. That was his way of dealing with the breakup.
Even though 50 was the one who broke up with Vivica, he was still petty after the breakup. He even dissed her on some of his songs, like in his song Get In My Car, where he said, my game F with the B brain until she thinks she wifey. Spend her life savings in the day cause she likes me. Commitment from me? Nah, not likely. Went out Vivica. I thought I was on to something, but then next week, nah, man, it was nothing. He made it seem like he wasn't even committed to Vivica the whole time, making her look bad in front of the whole world. But Vivica was badly hurt by the song.
Hold on, y'all. He said she spent her whole life savings because she liked him. My game F with a chick brain till she thinks she wifey. Spent her life savings in a day because she liked me. So all that money Vivica made in Hollywood, a little $5 movie here, $5 movie there, make 25 G's here, 25 G's there. She spent all that money at the mall with 50 just to impress him, thinking that she gonna get some get back because she wifey now, they gonna get married, she gonna be spending all his money. He went 10 times platinum. Come to find out he wasn't even taking her seriously.
Something, but then next week, nah, man, it was nothing. He made it seem like he wasn't even committed to Vivica the whole time, making her look bad in front of the whole world. But Vivica was badly hurt by the song, and she described it as heartbreaking and humiliating.
And after that, his people got in touch with my people, and next thing I know, we were on the phone. And my birthday was coming up, and he's such a gentleman. He's very generous. I know him as Curtis, always will. And the 50 Cent, you know, those are his performing thing and who he is as a man. So I met Curtis.
Like the professional troll that 50 is, he tried to come for her career as well, finding her when she was on the show Empire. In an interview, he blamed the show's decline on what he called too much gay stuff. He said, there are 3 million less viewers who tuned in to last night's Empire episode. Did you watch it? We could not take the extra gay stuff or celebrity stuff last night. He got dragged for filth over this, and he defended himself though, saying, it must be a slow news week. They're gonna say 50 said Empire lost 3 million viewers because of too much gay-ish. He only said Cookie, call me. But the kiddies are going to F up the show. Now everyone is waiting for power. I told him to lay low. Not him trying to rhyme. But Vivica was not about to let that slide, so she clapped back at him, exposing his secrets, hinting that he had a little something going on with Soulja Boy behind the scenes.
George, what were you?
All this clapping back. They've been clapping back at each other for years, man. But this the last time she gonna be able to clap anything back. They said her booty cheeks exploded.
Your thoughts when 50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff?
First of all, you know, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuating that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
Oh my Lord, please. What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode is
Wait,
over.
Vivica A. Fox, what are you insinuating?
He gave you.
No, he's not. I mean, we had a great time. I mean, but he's just seems
He's
like
zesty.
he's got something that's not quite clear. So,
So
in my
you
opinion-
mean sometimes if people protest too much about something,
Yes.
there's the fire is happening right there in front of them.
Absolutely. I just never forget there was a Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy that made me kind of go,
Then 50 Cent clapped back at her hard,
He
saying,
nailed-
oh
he needed
no,
to.
now she thinks I'm gay because I let her lick my ass. Wait, I didn't want her to. She forced me, and my hands were tied. 50 Shades of Grey. Well, Vivica continued the fight, posting a never-before-seen photo of 50 wearing makeup with the caption, "Tell you what, 50 Cent, since you keep on telling that lie, I challenge you to let's both go on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live, and we could put this to rest. That never happened, and you know it, Queen." Now, we could go on and on about these two and their past history of coming for each other unprovoked, but I think y'all get the gist. Vivica can be quite messy, but when it comes to 50 Cent, he's the one that's always throwing jabs first, coming for her, and like he's doing with her now about her booty. Y'all know how 50 Cent's immaturity caused their breakup because he wanted to be known as a tough guy. Well, according to Vivica Fox, he's doing the same thing again right now. At first, he said her body looked good, and he even hinted that he might be down for something. But the moment people started talking about how he's clearly got the hots for her still, he suddenly did an about face, posting the weird video of her body to get her clowned on social media.
Dang.
Well, according to an insider, Vivica is done playing 50's games and is now warning him to keep her name out of his mouth or else. And like I said, she's one of those very few people who can go head to head with 50. And she still has some dirt on him that she's been sitting on, allegedly. So he might want to watch his mouth because he clearly doesn't want smoke with BBL Vivi. Y'all, these two lovebirds are as messy as they come.
They might as well go ahead, quit playing these games, get married. If he broke it, he need to fix it. He need to put a ring on it. I think they make a beautiful couple. She old, he old. He interested, she interested. What they waiting on, man? Now, y'all know this is all silly, fun and games. People come up with rumors about celebrities every day. So it was only a matter of time before they made up some rumors about Vivica Fox and that big old BBL she got. Some people like it. Some people hate it. But if she love it, I love it, man. If she happy, I'm happy. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I got so much love for y'all. One more thing before I go. Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want, and my music hit so hard, make you say, oh my.